as I make this into this, my DIY coffee filter paper flowers.
Well, hello craft friends! Welcome to Social Crafts. I am Casey Lum. I am here today to show you a kid's craft that we have for you. So right now, we're in a moment of a lot of us are staying home, and I just thought, you know, it would be such a great time. I normally focus a lot on maybe adult type crafts, and I thought, let's do some kids crafts. Let's get some things that you can do with your kids to keep them entertained and busy. And we're gonna start off with one that is just so easy and so cute and things that you have around the house already. So we are gonna make these super cute coffee filter flowers. Like, so easy, so cute, and then when you make the base of this flower, you can then use them on all different other things. So really these are made out of coffee filters, and then you can go back to even like our flower crown tutorial and then make some flower crowns out of this. You can make even like a wreath out of it. There's like so many things you can do once you learn the basis of doing these coffee filter flowers. So these are super easy for you to do with your kids. If you've ever watched my videos before, you know I love to show you it in fast forward first. So let's show you in fast forward. And then if you have time, stick around after, and I will give you a whole supply list. The supplies are all listed in below. I mean, you might have everything in your house already, but I'll give you the supply list and then a slower tutorial on how to do this. But let's show you in fast forward first. So welcome back. If this is your first time here, I am Casey and this is Social Crafts. I put a new video out every Wednesday and we work hard to bring you some really cool crafts. So please consider supporting and subscribing below. You can ring the little bell to be notified anytime we post something new. And I'm just here to just share the love of crafts with you, with my baby girl here. And we would just love your support. So please consider subscribing. So without further ado, let's talk about what you need for this craft. I always love to put in the description below all the supplies you'll need. Most of the stuff I think you even have at home. But if you don't, I always put Amazon links there so you can just click and order. Super easy, get it shipped to you and then get started on this craft. So really all you need for this craft is coffee filters. I don't have coffee filters here, but some white, just plain coffee filters that you have. Easy. You need about 3 coffee filters per flower, just so you know. So you want to do 3 coffee filters per flower. And then you want to do some washable water-based markers. You can either do a simple set like this, or you can do a full color set like this. The more colors you have, it's a little more fun. So I like something like this. You need some scissors. If you're working with kids, kid scissors are totally fine. Some pipe cleaners. I like to use green because you're using them for the stems. If you don't have green pipe cleaners and you want to use a different color, feel free. And then, you know, I sometimes use a little glue at the end here, like super glue or Elmer's glue or whatever, but that's actually not necessary. That's very optional. And then you need a spray bottle. A spray bottle full of water. And that's basically all you need for this craft. It's super simple, super fun. You need a little bit of a place to get like kind of messy and it get wet, or if you don't want it to, if you're doing it on your dining room table, maybe use a plate or a tray, a baking tray or something like that. So that's maybe the only other thing you need. But without further ado, let me show you how to do this craft.
So first you're going to take a coffee filter and you'll use about 3 for each flower, and you're going to fold it in half and then fold it in half again so you have this shape. Next you're going to use your water-based markers and just color on one side of the coffee filter, and it doesn't need to be solid. It doesn't need to be really any design because once you wet these coffee filters, the markers will bleed. So you just want to get some color onto the coffee filter. You can see I'm just kind of making some lines, some squiggles. I'm leaving some white space. And if you want it really saturated, you can definitely do both sides, but I'm just doing one side here. Then next, for every coffee filter, after you're done coloring it, and you can experiment with the colors if you want it heavier or lighter. This will create a more pastel the way I colored it. You're gonna put the colored coffee filter on a plate, or you can see I'm using a baking pan here. And you're gonna use a water bottle filled with water and just spray the coffee filter. And you wanna saturate it so the colors start to run. And you can see when I lift it, the colors start to run together, and that's totally fine. And then dry it on a paper towel. And you can use whatever techniques and whatever colors you want to color your coffee filters. Here I'm showing you a few different other ones that I've done. And then this set of ones, I just wanted to try doing only pink and only coloring parts of the coffee filters. Remember, you're using 3 for each flower, because I just wanted a pink flower, so that's fine too. And with each of your coffee filters, you're gonna do the same thing. Put them on a plate or whatever you want and spray them with water. And then let them dry on a paper towel and let them dry completely. So once they're dry, you will choose 3 of your coffee filters, and we're gonna create the petals. And to do that, you hold your coffee filter on the pointed end, and on the rounded end, you are going to just cut a squiggly line, making petal shapes. And it can be long like this. You can make a shallow, squigglier line. You can be even zigzag. You can tell I'm not making the petals all the same length. You can make them long, short. It's really up to you. What's great about this craft is coffee filters and markers are so cheap, so you can just experiment. And that's what's great to do with your kids too. If they want to make a whole bunch of different ones, let them dry and then choose what colors you're going to use for each flower and how you're going to cut them. So you see I open it up and it creates these petal-like shapes on your coffee filter. And you're going to do this for all 3 or however many you are using. You can always use more than 3, that's fine. All right, so after you have 3, you're then gonna also cut part of your pipe cleaner. I do about 4 inches to 5 inches for the stem, and then you're gonna do about a 1-inch other piece that'll show you what you're gonna use it for. You can get about 2 stems out of each pipe cleaner. So open up your colored dried coffee filters after they're all cut. And then you're going to decide which ones you want on the outside, which ones you want, what color you want on the inside, and then start with what you want on the outside first. And you're going to poke that pipe cleaner just right through the center. And be gentle with these coffee filters. You don't want to punch too big of a hole, just enough to get that wire through. And then do your middle colors, and then the colors that you want in the very middle, you'll do last. So then you take that little bit of pipe cleaner and you start to roll it down, making kind of a stopper so the coffee filters don't come off of your stem. Then you're going to flip it over and push down the coffee filters gently, making sure you don't tear them. And you're going to bunch your coffee filters up around that little stopper you made in the inside. And then you're going to take that extra piece of pipe cleaner that we cut off, and you're just going to tie it tight around your coffee filters on the outside there, right above that stopper you made in the inside. And that will help keep all the flowers together, or all the coffee filters together and bunched and in your pretty flower. After you do that, you'll see that the coffee filters are pretty secure, and you'll just want to start pulling down the petals and placing them and fluffing them and making them more flower-like. Sometimes I scrunch them up a little bit, give some depth to those petals, and just fluff them up. And you can see how lovely they look with all, there's 3 here that I'm bunching together, and all 3 look amazing. These 3 together have 9 coffee filters, remember 3 each. And there you go. You did it.
So there you have it. I hope your flowers turned out so beautiful, so amazing. I hope your kids had a great time. And remember that you can go back, and I'm going to link in here the tutorial for how to do flower crowns as well. So you can then put these on some flower crowns. If you're working with kids and you don't want to do the whole flower crown thing, and you might have like a headband left over, just super glue these, or not super glue, hot glue these like onto a headband too, or you can wrap this around the headband. Think of just anything you can do with flowers. So once you have the basis of these, like I said, you can make like a wreath, you can make a whole arrangement, you can do some cool like wall decor if you do a bunch of them. So this is just the beginning of what you can do with these flowers. And of course, you can just make an arrangement with them and that's it, But think of all the things you can do, run with this, use your imagination, and when you do, feel free. I love to see people's crafts. So tag us. So you can tag us at Social Crafts, that's at Social Crafts, or hashtag Social Crafts, and I'll be able to see. And then of course, I love being in touch more than just YouTube. So feel free to connect with us through Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. You can see everything here, Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. More ideas there, more ways to stay in touch. I just love being in touch with all you guys. And then of course, if you like this video, thumbs up it. It would help tremendously. And then also subscribe. Tell all your friends, tell everyone, subscribe here, ring the little bell so you get our notifications, and subscribe because that just helps us out so much. And we love being in touch with you, and we hope you enjoy our videos. And we have more craft videos coming, and we will see you next time.